The farmers who own the fields around us are taking off the soybeans today. So it smells like ladybugs. Abby, do you know why it smells like ladybugs when they take off the soybeans?
Because the ladybugs like soybeans.
Yeah. Aphids like soybeans, ladybugs like aphids.
Ants like aphids.
Ants also like aphids, you're right, okay. Most of the hens that I've had for 3 years or more, and the eggs have been slowing down. So it was Dawn's idea to hatch some eggs this fall so that by the time spring came, we would have some hens ready to lay. So 3 weeks ago, we put some eggs under a broody silky because I always have a broody silky. In fact, I have 3 broody silkies right now. So that meant that last night we had some chicks hatch. Hi, Mama. That's a really cute baby you have there.
So fluffy.
It is so fluffy. So that's an Americana chick. Hopefully a hen.
I want to grab him and kiss his butt. Can I open it now?
Well, let's open it when we give the mama some food because she really loves her food.
Okay, can I go?
And they just poop as soon as they come out of the pool. They are. There to be some darker ones. Cole knows not meant to mess with the babies. He's scared of Mama Silky. My eyes are all red because I've been crying a lot tonight. I came home from dinner with friends. I went out to put the chickens to bed, and the mama chicken's nesting box had nothing but blood and feathers in it. Every single baby chicken was murdered. The mama chicken put up such a fight that her eyes are swollen shut and she couldn't see where she was. So I had to pick her up and carry her into the coop and put her in the nesting box. I've never cried over the loss of an animal before. I just ugly cried for half an hour tonight. And it's been 4 hours, so this one really shook me. And it's especially painful because literally just this morning I uploaded a video where I was talking about what a hard year 2024 has been. Between predators and pests and our cat going missing and the underweight scissorbeak chickens freezing to death. Just when I got a comment from someone saying, if you can't properly take care of your animals, maybe you shouldn't have them. And I understand that comment in the context of what I talked about in that video. some people believe that you can prevent bad things from happening. And for sure you can minimize risk. There's definitely things you can do to minimize risk. But you can never guarantee that bad things won't happen. And we're all human and we all make mistakes. And we all try our hardest. And we hope that if our best isn't good enough, it will be soon. We've known for a little while about the rats. We saw the tunnels first. It was only about 3 days ago that I actually saw a rat for the first time. And this morning, they had gotten into my bucket of fermented feed. And they left scat everywhere, so I could tell from the poo that it was rats. So I made an extra effort to make sure there was no food out and that there were no eggs for the rats to eat. And in the absence of another food source, they went for the next easiest target, which was 6 little baby chickens who were only being protected by a silky mama. A fierce beast of a silky mama, but just a silky mama. So, Dawn and I have been debating what to do about the rats. A few days ago, I put out cake mix mixed with baking soda, which is supposed to mess with their digestive system and kill them. But we didn't see any dead bodies. We didn't see any sign that they were even eating it. Dawn and I have been debating. Oh, I put out a live trap. That was actually my first effort, putting out a live trap. But they're really sneaky. They eat the food and don't get caught in the trap. And then I find a chicken caught in it the next day. Dawn and I have been debating whether or not to use poison. It's risky. Or maybe we could get the thing that makes a buzzing sound. And that might send them away. I'm trying very hard to provide a home for these animals that's better than what most animals get. I want them to have a good life. That's why I do this. Because I want to eat food that has had a good life. So when they're being terrorized, it feels like a failure. Life and death and all that jazz. It's a roller coaster. I'm gonna bring you food, okay? I'm gonna bring you food. It's the next morning. My eyes are still swollen from crying last night. And I have really bad depression. It was really hard to get out of bed this morning. A part of me wants to not share this and to just skip over it because it's such a hard thing. Holy shit! Oh my god, 2 babies that survived. Did you protect them? Nugget? Nugget, did you protect those babies? Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so happy. It's only 2 of 6, but there's 2 babies. Oh. And Nugget was out all night somehow. Let's see what's going on here. Now I'm worried about Mama Hen, because she couldn't open her eyes last night. She's still in there. Mama Hen, your babies are okay. Well, 2 of them anyway. Can you hear them? Can you hear them? Your babies are there. Just 2 of them. So yeah, that eye is infected badly. It's very swollen and goo is coming out of it. She's maybe not in a good place to raise the babies. Luckily, there's kind of two moms. There's another mom who had babies and who had one baby and it died. So it looks like she's going to take care of them. Are you going to take care of them? Well, that takes about 1/3 of the weight off my shoulders. But I'm still pretty heartbroken. It's really easy to not share the shitty parts. It's really easy to just share how beautiful this is and just not talk about what happened last night. Because I'm so full of guilt and shame and heartbreak that I just don't want to talk about it. But the thing is, people who watch my videos, a lot of them are dreaming of being a homesteader one day. And if I only tell them about the pretty parts and I don't tell them about this, then I'm lying. So I feel like I need to share this. So today is, hold on, they're waiting. Look at you, look like you had a rough night, honey. Thanks, Nugget. So now today I need to deal with the problem. And I don't know how to deal with the problem. That's why I haven't dealt with it yet. I've scoured the internet multiple times looking for solutions that make sense for us. Dawn knows a lot of old school farmers, and the way old school farmers do it is with poison. And I gotta say, poison's an appealing option because it takes care of the rat problem. But it's risky because if the cats get into the poison, if the cats eat the rats that died from the poison, if the chickens eat the rats that died from the poison, then we're creating another problem on top of the problem that we already have. But it works. Poison works. That's the reason people use it, because it works. All of the other options are hit and miss. So one is we can build bucket traps. One is we can get this thing that plugs in to the electric socket and emits a sound that deters the rats. We can get those kinds of traps that they use at restaurants. There's a few different options. I'm on an extremely tight budget, so an option that doesn't cost money is appealing, but an option that works is also appealing. So I think what we're going to do today is we're going to do more than one thing. I'm going to build some bucket traps, and Don's probably going to put out some poison. And he doesn't want me to tell you that he's putting out poison, because a lot of people are very strongly opposed to poison. And I am too. But I'm also strongly opposed to a growing rat population that is so desperately hungry that they will murder the future of my flock. So I'm not going to pretend that it's easy solutions. Every single solution is complicated. And I need it to happen fast, because I have secured all the food sources and I'm hardly getting any eggs. I need to deal with this situation immediately. Mama Chicken is not doing well. She has spent most of the day hiding. So I've just picked her up and brought her around here and put her next to the chicks to see if she somehow pulls it together for them, as we mamas do. We pull it together for our kids sometimes. But I don't know. Some instincts are stronger than others. Oh, Mama, I'm sorry. And there's Nugget, keeping an eye on things, but pretending that she's not. I've come back to check on them about 20 minutes later, and look, they're cuddling. Hey, Mama. Got your babies again? So it's getting late. The sun is going to set in about 20 minutes. I want to get these guys to go in there tonight. They're used to sleeping in here. They were in here when they got attacked last night. I don't know if the rats can get through those bars. I'm assuming they probably can. It was open when they got attacked last night. I got home at 8 o'clock and it had already happened. So I need to get them in there. I'm really glad that Mama is taking care of her babies again, so I don't want to traumatize them, but I want to get them inside. Wish me luck. Attempt number one was an absolute failure. I got each of them in at one point, but never at the same time. I think I'm going to try again in another 20 minutes when it's a bit darker, and most of these chickens have gone to bed because they're picking on the mama because they can see that she's injured and she's weak, and they're kind of jerks like that. So I'll try again shortly. Okay, so the idea is rat can smell the peanut butter, comes climbing up here, steps onto this thing, and it spins and dumps the rat into the bucket. Rat can't get out of the bucket. And then tomorrow morning we can decide what we want to do with it. If we catch any. I really hope we catch some. I really, really, really hope I don't lose any more babies. So this is the more elaborate bucket trap that Dawn built. It's a piece of cardboard that's weighted at this end and has a wire going through the middle. And you put food here, and if they step on it, they fall in and get trapped inside. So I should put a little bit of feed on there. And put it somewhere where the rats can get to it. Mama Chicken is making some bad life choices. She thinks that maybe sleeping under the chicken coop is the best place to sleep. It's actually the worst place to sleep because the rats can get there. So I need Dawn's help. Okay, I got Mama and the babies in with some help from Dawn. Hopefully they're safe for tonight at least, while we get these traps set up and sorted out and maybe catch a few rats. And then once we get the rats under control, there will be a new predator. This is the second day that I have kept the chickens locked in the coop. They're not very happy with me. This is obviously a bit crowded for this number of chickens for a whole day. There are several reasons that I'm keeping them locked in the coop. Number one is I'm quite certain that the rats can't get in here. Number two is Mama Silky still can't see through her eye very well. I know she can't keep control of her chicks very well, and she's having a hard time keeping them safe. Number three is the weather is absolutely horrible. It's been cold and rainy and windy all day yesterday and all day today. And so I know that that's going to make it even harder for Mama Chick to keep her babies warm. And number four is I have hardly been getting any eggs. All of these chickens are hens except for 3 roosters. And I'm only getting 2 eggs a day. And yeah, it's going into winter and they're supposed to slow down. And yeah, some of them are molting, so they won't be laying when they're molting. But with this many chickens, I should still be getting more than 2 eggs a day. I'm getting 1 silky egg and 1 rainbow egg, and that's it. So I'm not sure if the chickens are jumping the fence to lay their eggs in a secret hidden nest, or if the rats are coming into the coop and stealing the eggs. I don't know. So for all those reasons, I'm keeping the chickens inside yesterday and today, and we'll see about tomorrow. It's also been 2 days since we set the rat traps. We only set humane rat traps, the kind that we can catch them and take them somewhere else if we need to, but we haven't caught any. Our rats are smart, and they're too smart for bucket traps. It seems. We did catch a mouse, but we didn't catch any rats. We also have another problem entering the house through that hole there. This is Dawn's house. we're quite certain that it's a raccoon. We already removed a raccoon from the property like 2 weeks ago. So it's frustrating to find that we have another one. It is definitely possible that the raccoon is what is taking my eggs and what killed my chicks. That's absolutely a possibility. But we also know we have rats because we've seen the rats. So Dawn's gonna set the live trap, this thing here that did not catch any rats. It's probably too small to catch a raccoon, but it's what we have, so we'll give it a try and see what happens. It's really frustrating because I'm such a hippy dippy and I love all animals and I want everything to thrive and I want to encourage a healthy ecosystem, but the truth of the matter is the healthy ecosystem wants to eat my chickens. So what do I do? Hey Mama, how you doing? I'm so glad you're taking care. Oh, hold on, you guys. Where are you going? I just wanted to see Mama around the other side. Oh, your eye is better. That's good news. Hi, Mama. Mama seems to be better. She seems to have recovered from the shock. She's taking care of her babies again. We still have not caught a single rat. A friend of mine recommended an electric rat trap that electrocutes them to death so they die quickly and painlessly. Sounds like a good option, but it's $90. So that's probably about how much I'll get paid from YouTube. So that's what I'm going to do with my first YouTube check, is I'm going to buy an expensive animal killing machine. Not what I pictured. Mama. So the number of eggs we've been getting has dropped off really dramatically. There was one in particular, I have one hen that lays blue eggs. And I got an egg from her every day for about 2 weeks, and then I haven't got an egg for her for 2 months. So I was suspicious about the situation. I thought maybe the hens I've seen them jump onto this coop and jump the fence. So I started wondering if maybe they were breaking out and laying their eggs somewhere else. And every morning I keep an eye on them. I see them jump onto that roof and jump the fence, and then I lose them, and I haven't been able to figure out where they're going. And I've looked and looked and looked and looked under all the trees, in all the nooks and crannies. I've looked and I haven't been able to find any hens sitting on nests. But just now, the tail of a hen going into here, and I have looked in here, but I didn't find anybody. But now I know that she's in here. So let's give it a better look. I just thought, why would she come in here? It's such it doesn't seem very safe. I don't see her. Where? Oh, there she is. On the counter. Is that where you've been laying your eggs, honey? On the counter? In a pile of cat poo. That's where you're laying your eggs. I could see yesterday's egg. All right, well, I'll come back in a little while when you're done. So yeah, that was a significant number of eggs that she was hiding there. Like probably 2 weeks worth of eggs that I just found. It's always an adventure.
Is that all? Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Now we just gotta turn her around the other way and do the other wing.
There's your beautiful wing.
Yeah, good work.
So it doesn't hurt them, but they don't like it.
Well, they don't like it because it means they can't fly out of the coop to lay their eggs somewhere else anymore. How many hens did we do, would you say? 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to do all of them because
Don't poop.
I want them to be able to fly if they need to. All right, get out of here before you get pooped on.
When you're lost and no one's there, and you wonder who even cares.
This is gonna be right here.
Come back
Vector.
to your breath. Don't drift away from me.
It's gonna be. I think I'm gonna get this too.
Come down to remind you of
not cheap.
before.
Okay, so we got some rat paraphernalia. So this thing here, there's peanut butter in this little trap door in the back, and if the rats go inside, they get electrocuted and die instantly. Bethany's definitely worried about the cats. I'm not too worried. I don't think the cats can get in there. If they did, it would just be a foot, which probably wouldn't be that. Would Emma stick her head in there? No, she wouldn't, because her whiskers would touch the side, wouldn't they? There you go. You did it. There we go. It is turned on. Good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor. So these are things that you plug in to an electric socket, and it makes an ultrasonic noise that rats and mice don't like. We think that the rats are living under this floor. So one of these bad boys right here. There we go. And then I'm going to unplug this light. Well, that sure has a bright light on it. While I'm here, I can check to see if my rat cage caught anything. Rat trap. Wow, the blinking light, if it did. Oh, there's a blinking light. I'm about to see a dead rat. No, just a dead mouse. Oh, that doesn't do me much good. I want a dead rat. There's no bait left. These look like raccoon footprints. Do you see the hand? It's like a whole hand print. It's different than a cat. Not there. Yeah, the footprints are all around my rabbit cage. Hey guys, did you have a visitor last night? Hey girls. Yeah, he couldn't have got to you, eh? You're way too hard to get to. No raccoons getting in there. Yeah, he was all over here by the chicken coop. I can see lots of little footprints over by the chicken coop. And then there's another set of footprints here. That one doesn't look like a cat, because cats don't usually walk with their claws out. So I think that's something else entirely. One of my customers and also a viewer, they gave me a trail cam so that I could set it up and try and figure out what was coming into my coop. But then immediately after that it started snowing. So I haven't set the trail cam up yet because I thought the snow would probably trigger the camera. But also when there's snow, I can see footprints. I can tell who's been here by their footprints in the snow. Hi guys. So I've managed to track the raccoon to this tree, which makes sense. We've seen raccoons in this tree before. We know that there's a hollow in the branches up top where they can fit inside. We saw a whole family of 4 raccoons in there once. So that's definitely something that needs to be addressed. because there's a really good chance that that raccoon is the culprit for my massacre. Especially since it made a beeline straight for my chicken run and my rabbit cages. It knows exactly where its food source is. And it's funny because we don't even have that many. We have a lot of predators here. We've got my 3 cats. We've got 4 feral cats that hang around here. We've got more than 1 raccoon because we just got rid of a raccoon a few weeks ago. So, you know, he was even here in the duck run, in this back corner of the duck run. And it looks like he just did a circle, but I've also see this, there's a hole in my fence. So he's ripped a hole in my fence and gone through it and then gone exploring all over the place. Good grief. It's causing a lot of trouble for me, this little fella. So he's been under my house. See, there he is under my house. And he's also walked right up to my front door. So he's given a real tour of the place. But I don't think he found anything. There was food in the duck bed that he could have eaten, but he didn't. He didn't get any of the rabbit cages open. He didn't open any of the chicken feed containers. So I don't know if he found what he needed. And now we check to see if we caught any rats. Still none in the barrel. That's come to be expected. Oh, there's a blinking green light. All right, let's see what happened. Probably just another mouse. Yeah, just another mouse. Not what I want. Mice eat the feed, but that's not my problem. I don't really care that much about feeding a couple of mice. What I care about is losing my animals. So I had a good look at a guide to footprints, and I think I was wrong. I think it wasn't a raccoon. I think it's actually a possum. So that makes sense. I have seen a possum on the property as well. Possums will live in a hole in a tree. Possums will come out at night. Possums will also come out in the daytime. Possums will steal seeds and they'll steal eggs, and they would even eat baby chickens if they were desperate enough. So the cool thing is our live trap is too big for rats and it's too small for raccoons, but it is just the right size for possums. So Dawn is setting that trap as we speak, and maybe if we get lucky, we'll get a possum. I'm also going to, now that it's stopped raining, I'm going to set up the trail cam that Diane and Alvin gave me, and we'll see if we can catch on video what's happening. Those footprints were also fox footprints, so we also had a fox here last night. So we'll see what we can get on video. So I've just put some fresh bait in the trap, but it's been here for a week and hasn't caught anything. And the trail cam has also been up for a week, and the only thing we caught video of was Smudge marking her territory on my feed storage fridge, a stray tabby tomcat, Cole jumping the fence, and my kid. I know that the possum was here because I saw its footprints, but it didn't fall for any of my tricks. The tunnels that the rats have been coming in through don't look like they've been used. When there was snow here, it was completely filled in. There was no sign whatsoever that the rats were coming outside at all. So that's it. It's been 4 weeks since the rat attack. I have not seen a single sign of the rats since the attack. I have seen signs of a possum. I've seen signs of a fox. I've put 4 traps and a trail cam out and not seen any sign of anything. I haven't had any more deaths. I haven't had any more attacks. I don't think that anyone is stealing the eggs right now. I don't think that anyone is stealing their food, except the duck food. I'm sure that the possum is stealing the duck food. But there has been no resolution. 4 weeks of trying everything I can, and I have absolutely failed 100%. So, no happy ending on this video, just frustration. Thanks for hanging out with me.